The Warriors suffered their second worst loss of the season last night, losing by 28 in Game 3 to the Thunder. Golden State allowed 45 points in the third quarter alone, the most they've given up in a quarter all season. Stephen A., how much trouble are these Warriors in?
Oh, they're in a world of trouble. As far as I'm concerned, I consider the Warriors to be, and I'm glad Skip asked me to modify my position, instead of being on the brink of the brink, I consider this the brink of elimination. If the Warriors lose game 4 tomorrow night, they're not winning this series. They're not beating Oklahoma City 3 straight. I just can't see that happening. And I really think that this is one of those situations where you can say figuratively speaking, but I mean it in a literal sense. They got to put on their big boy pants. You got out-rebounded 52-38. Oklahoma City had 8 block shots yesterday. Golden State only had 1. All right, they shot 50% from the field. You shoot 41% from the field. And in that second quarter, your 2 stars, Steph Curry and Klay Thompson, and to a lesser degree, Draymond Green, are absolutely positively nowhere to be found. 1 for 7 for Steph Curry, 1 for 6 for Klay Thompson, and an 0 for 5 for Draymond Green. That is 2 for 18 shooting in the fourth quarter amongst your 3 primary players. And by the way, Harrison Barnes, I'm getting sick and tired of his absence of productivity. I do understand that he's like the 4th wheel in the course, sometimes the 5th. But Harrison Barnes is a guy that's looking for his money. Harrison Barnes can play. He's a gifted player. He's special. He's got good size on him. He plays on both ends of the floor. He can hit perimeter shots. He's got skills. Damn it, act like it. Play better. I need to see more from him because he can play. Most of these guys on Golden State can play. They need to start playing. This is urgency. It's code red because Kevin Durant, Russell Westbrook are coming, except usually they're always coming. Now they're coming with an army. I mean, when you think about Kanter and Adams and Ibaka and Waiters, that is support. I'm just looking at them right now, man, and I'm telling you, I'm just looking at it, and I'm saying you cannot ignore what we are seeing right here. We know one thing we can say definitively about the Oklahoma City Thunder in postseason play is when they smell blood, they're like sharks in blood-infested waters. These guys know how to finish you off. They don't, in the regular season aside, when they get to you, when they get you to this point in the postseason, they can finish you. Golden State is on the brink. And this is here. I'm still, I'm not wavering. I picked them in 7. But the only way they can win it is if they win tomorrow night. They don't need to think that they can come back from this. And they got to put on their big boy pants because Oklahoma City is the more physical team. That means Bogut, Ezeli, Green, show up, flex your muscle. And Andre Iguodala, get down there and bang and help. Yeah. Get down there and bang and help. Try to get these guys off the physical edge that they're having because they look like they're imposing their will on Golden State. I know it's just one game, but that are not. They got beat up yesterday. Beat up and beat down.
I'm with you. Even if Draymond Green is eligible, even if he doesn't get suspended, even if Draymond plays tomorrow night, I think Golden State's in trouble. I have my doubts they can win this game because last night it wasn't the typical playoff blowout. It was a team that got not only its heart snatched, but its mind snatched by a team that gave it no answers. Because, Stephen A., as you pointed out earlier in the show, Golden State went to that death lineup that they blow people away with. They went small, and Billy Donovan said, oh, watch this. I'll go small. And with only Ibaka on the floor of big men, it was 70-36 Oklahoma City. So to me, last night felt like, okay, see you later, Golden State. That's what it felt like. It just everything smacked up. All those stats you read, it felt like one team had permanently imposed its will on the 73-win defending championship team. And I don't know if they can climb out of that mental hole in one day. You call that Steve Kerr? I'm right there with you. Show us something, man, because you better show us a lot.
Listen.
Woo.
there's a lot of time, and I'm not trying to be disrespectful because I genuinely like Steve Kerr as a person, and I think he's done a damn good job as a coach. I may have felt like Mark Jackson should have never lost his job, but it's not like I believe Steve Kerr doesn't deserve the job and the accolades he has received. But where I point the finger at him in this is in this regard. He's gotten an awful lot of credit for sheer greatness on the part of Steph Curry and the Golden State Warriors. But I'm saying, listen, he didn't deserve Coach of the Year. You don't deserve Coach of the Year when you only coach 39 games. I don't want to hear that, okay?
Sympathy vote.
It was a simple, well, I understand that.
Issue.
That's fair.
Okay.
But the other side to it is that there are plenty of instances throughout the season where we've just seen the greatness of Steph Curry. It wasn't a play called. It was like Steph Curry doing his thing, Klay Thompson doing his thing. Don't tell me that's not Steve Kerr. Now you have an opportunity to show that it's you, to put your fingerprints on this franchise in a very profound level, because Billy Donovan is coaching his butt off right now. You have to respond to that challenge.
Last quick point. Steph Curry obviously banged up his elbow, swelled up like a tennis ball. He said everything was just fine. They didn't have to drain it. To my eye last night, from longer distance, those ones he makes 5 feet beyond the line, I thought he was struggling to get the ball there. He said it was uncomfortable the day before. I just think he was a little sore, and you don't have quite the extension with it that you have.
That's fair, but I'm going to tell you right now, I wasn't thinking about it. I didn't see it because I saw a beat down taking place before our very eyes. I saw a Golden State Warriors squad that was completely overwhelmed. I see a franchise that recognizes they're on the brink of elimination. I think they know what this is about, and I hate to steal a line from my man Ice Cube. I never tell you to get down. It's all about coming up. You got to come up on this. You got to come up if you are Golden State. Otherwise, you are going down.
Yes, because you said it's code red earlier.
It's code red.
Going up on a Tuesday, game 4, and potentially okay, see you later, according to Skip. We shall see. When we come back, we switch gears to a little boxing MMA. Conor McGregor still talking about a possible mega fight with Floyd Mayweather. You don't want to miss what he had to say. The guys will react when we come back.
Is Mayweather real? Is that are you just
I hear the boy talking. The leak came out, and it was him that leaked the rumor. And I said, he gets 100 million, I get 7 million. That's a pay cut to me. I don't take pay cuts. I thought boxing was where the money was at. The 7 million is absolutely laughable. He's talking 100 million. I'm also talking 100 million. I'm 27 years of age, and I'm just about halfway through a $100 million contract. He needs me. I don't need him. That's the truth of it. Who else can he fight? He fights someone else in the boxing realm, and it's like, all of a sudden the pay goes from 100 million to 15 million. So, he needs me. So, if he wants to talk, we can talk. But it's me who's in control here.
He needs me, and he is in control. That was Conor McGregor talking to our Kenny Mayne about a potential mega fight with Floyd Mayweather. Skip, do you agree with what McGregor said there?
Before I answer that question, allow me to say this. I just get offended when Conor McGregor uses that term boy when he refers to Floyd Mayweather Jr. And we didn't hear the first of that answer that they're using on SportsCenter when Kenny Mayne first broaches the subject. And he said, I hope I get it right, this boy. I don't know, it just offends me. I just burned when I heard it. And again, here we go again, a la Steven Adams, with an athlete who was not raised in this country and might not be aware of our racial history here. But it just, I don't know, I just wanted to, if you don't mind.
I don't mind. I will tell you as a black man why I don't get offended when I hear Conor McGregor talk like that, because he talks about all of his opponents like that, no matter who he's going.
Well, I thought he might just be hyping the fight already.
No, what I'm saying,
what I'm
saying is, if I recall correctly, I heard him utter the word boy when he mentioned Nick Diaz. I remember his with Aldo and others.
Maybe.
I mean, I'm saying that if you reserve it for just the black athlete, then I got a problem.
Okay, that's fine. Now back to your question, Molly. Conor McGregor is completely delusional on this. If memory serves, I believe he just lost a fight.
Yes.
And if memory serves, I believe Floyd Mayweather Jr. is undefeated at this moment.
That is correct.
And when we talk about who else would Floyd fight, oh, there's this guy named Triple G out there. And again, you would dread that fight for Floyd's sake, but you want to talk about a mega fight? Would that not be a mega fight?
I think a rematch with Canelo.
I was just going to say, Mayweather, Canelo 2, I'm there, I'm watching. Just me, personally. Mayweather-Pacquiao 2, I'm watching it. I'm sorry, but I just named 3 fights that to me would be bigger than even the Conor-McGregor fight. So I'm sorry, Conor, and I know he's a hype artist and he's a quote machine and we get all that, but trust me, he needs Floyd far more than Floyd needs
Well, I
him.
definitely think he's absolutely positively delusional and off his rocker thinking that Floyd needs him. Floyd is worth $1 billion. Floyd doesn't need any fighter on the planet. He's set. He's good. He's getting seven-figure checks per month for the rest of his life. Floyd Mayweather does not need Conor McGregor by any stretch of the imagination. He's completely delusional. But I will say this. I respect where he's coming from when he says that, you know, look, I'll fight you under your conditions because jiu-jitsu or wrestling and all the things he does. Of course, Floyd is not going to fight him. He don't need to fight him in that realm. He'll get destroyed. But Conor McGregor will get destroyed if he steps in a boxing ring with Floyd. He can't touch Floyd. I don't know if he'd even hit Floyd, okay? Because he's not on that level. He's not a boxer. You're talking about guys who have trained all their lives in one profession that can't touch Floyd when they get into the ring with them. But you are, you know, you've got all your priorities all over the place, you know, different mixed martial arts and what have you, and you're going to step into the ring as a boxer against Floyd Money Mayweather? Stop it. You know better than that. If you don't know better, you better ask somebody. That's just a fallacy. But in terms of he needs him because of the bigger fights, no. Triple G, Canelo, Pacquiao, and Macau. You can fight all 3 of those fights, and all 3 of those fights would be bigger than a Conor McGregor fight. What I want to say to Floyd is this. It is disrespectful to the sport of boxing for him to even consider Conor McGregor.
It's beneath his dignity.
It's beneath. You're one of the greatest ever. You don't waste your time with a guy that hasn't earned his stripes in the squared circle. You don't do that to your profession.
All right, let's leave it there. The Oklahoman sums Game 3 up with the headline. Skip's going to like this. Kickstart. The Warriors get blown out with Draymond on the floor. Can they win Game 4 if he's suspended? That's the question next to hear.